Hello Aquarius, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Aquarius for the month of October. Now do keep in mind, this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's go and see what we have here for you, Aquarius. Now I do hope you're doing well, hope things are going good for you. Using a bunch of decks for this reading. I'm using the Gilded Tarot, the Prism Oracle, the Kipper Oracle deck, as well as the classic Rider-Waite Tarot. I'll have a link to all of these decks in the description below. All right, make sure we're all set up and in view here. Well, if you watch my content regularly and you've not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. It really helps my channel grow in a big way. So we'll take a couple of these oracle cards here. And all right, I think that looks just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords talks about some type of loss, conflict, defeat, challenge that you may be going through at this time. The thing about the Five of Swords is it's a totally recoverable loss, or it's a totally recoverable situation, okay? It's not the end of the world, it's not doom and gloom when you get the Five of Swords. In fact, I like to say that the Five of Swords sort of makes you battle hardened. It makes you stronger. And oftentimes this is one of these situations where, like, yeah, you might be waving your flag now, but you're not out of the game. If you notice how the sun rays are coming out of this person, this represents that the light will come up again, right? The sun will come up again for you. And so it is possible that right now some of you are dealing with something here at the mental level based on the first two cards in this reading as we look at the Five of Swords, and then we have the Nine of Swords in the overall situation. This card here is very important because it spills into the rest of the cards. And the Nine of Swords is the mental health card, okay? This person is having a nightmare. They are anxious, they're fearful, they're staying up late at night. This card comes forward when you could be really in your mind about something, or that there's something that you're dealing with right now that might feel like a bit of a dark night of the soul for some of you. You can see that these Nine Swords are above this person, and they never actually come down and hit them, but they are afraid that these Nine Swords are. And so this is a big energy of fear. It is possible that some of you are fearful of losing something, or there may have been a situation here where something fell out of your life, and you're now trying to figure out kind of like where to go from here, what to do from here, and that type of energy. I will say there's something going on here in this middle column that you're feeling upset about, Aquarius, at this time. I would say there's definitely a message here around negative thinking that's coming in as I'm just looking at this. And I think that could be, it would probably be in your best interest at this time to try to remain as positive as possible. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at what's going on here in the first part of the month. So at the beginning of the month, you have the Six of Wands, you have the Ace of Cups, and you also have the Four of Cups here. So definitely like what is going on here. Some of you may have a curveball that comes in the middle of the month, but in the beginning of the month here, you have this Six of Wands, which is all about victory, success, good energy. Okay, this is somebody who's exceeding expectations. This is someone who's doing a good job. This is somebody who's doing well for themselves. They are kind of taking a victory lap. You can see that there are people cheering this person on, indicating that they have won something. They have done a good job. So you definitely like to see the Six of Wands, especially in a career situation, because Wands does connect to work. It connects to career, work, enterprise. Situations like that are all very important when you get the Six of Wands energy. But it says that you're exceeding expectations. You're doing well. You have this paired here with the the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is a new beginning that makes you happy. Okay, this is a new beginning in happiness, or it can be a new beginning in love. It is possible that some of you are meeting a fire sign, or somebody who has those qualities about them. Remember, the natal chart is wide, and so they might not be a fire sign sun. Okay, some of you ask, like, why don't you bring in zodiac signs more? And it's like, well, if you look at a natal chart, we actually have all 12 zodiacs within us, because you have, but anyway, point being is they probably have some type of fire sign prominent in their chart. If you meet somebody new, I would just caution you to be very careful around, like, don't date people just because you're bored, is what I feel like saying, Aquarius, with this Four of Cups energy. I actually just got a big chill as I said that. And so I got chills when I said that, when I said don't date somebody because you're bored. The Four of Cups represents boredom, apathy. Give yourself love, okay? Do some sort of self-love or self-care practice. And as you do that, the right person will come in. Now, that is on the love front. There's something that feels off here, especially if you're here and you're single. Now, if you are in a healthy relationship, if you're in a healthy, happy relationship, the love messages here probably don't apply to you. But on the new love front, there's something that's like just a little bit off. There's definitely new love here, but there's something that's unresolved that I feel in that situation, where either you're dating somebody or you're trying to date because you're bored, or they're dating because they're bored. Something like that going on here. On the work front, I definitely like what is going on here for you. I would be very careful. There's just something here that's coming into my mind about somebody in your workplace that is maybe a little bit bored. And the thing is, when you work with a lot of people who are bored, it's very easy for rumors to spread or people to make things up that are not true. It's an unfortunate consequence of boredom, and especially in the workplace. So that's something that's coming into my mind for the beginning of the month. Now, in the middle of the month, you have the Devil, the Nine of Swords, and you also have the Five of Cups. So there is a bit of a red flag or some sort of curveball here in the middle of the month. I think that this is primarily related to your what is going on in your mind, or what is going on within you at this time. If that is not the case, this Devil card here suggests that you may be dealing with somebody who is toxic, or you may be dealing with somebody who has issues around power and control. This could be like a micromanager in the workplace, or you could be dealing with somebody who likes to keep you under their thumb, or whatever the case is, right? On another level, the Nine of Swords Devil card is a classic combination of excessive negative thinking. And along with that, you have to kind of sprinkle this on top, you have the Five of Cups, which is a card that can indicate disappointment, kind of feeling melancholy, feeling down. You can see that this person's focused on these three cups that are spilled, when the truth is that there is something to look forward to, but they can't see it right now. The two upright cups represent something that they can look forward to in their life. They just need to turn around. And so when you get the Five of Cups, it really does ask you to look on the bright side, especially when you get this combination of the Nine of Swords and the Devil, okay? And this can really ask you to try to move your focus away from what is going wrong and move your focus towards what is going right in your life, especially as it relates to the two main themes in this reading, which is your career life, and for some of you, maybe this new love situation. There's something that just feels a little bit off. I will be very interested to see what we get in the clarifications here around this situation. Towards the end of the month, you have the Three of Wands, you have the King of Pentacles, and you also have the Four of Pentacles showing up here. So I really like the way October kind of wraps up for you. And so where do we start? So We do have these 2 4s here in the corner in the lower row. So 4 is a number of stability. Okay, and the lower row is your subconscious. It is the way that you talk to yourself. It's what comes through in dreams. The 4 of Pentacles can indicate that you are building a strong financial foundation for yourself. It can also say that maybe you're a little bit hesitant around something, but I actually think that some of you are kind of making a strong foundation for yourself here in some area of your life. I think that this strongly has to do with self-love and respect for the self is what I feel like saying. And like in the dating example, when you know what you want and what you know what your needs are and what you know what you don't want, you can then fill your container with somebody who is more compatible with you instead of just dating out of boredom. This is something that's coming into my mind for you. I don't get this message almost ever in my readings, and so I am kind of being blunt with you, but it is kind of coming in. So yeah, take it or leave it. Obviously, you have the free will to not take any of these messages, which is why I always say take the messages as they resonate at the beginning of the reading, drop the ones that do not. But that's something that's coming in. On a different level, in the non-dating level, you're definitely making very good progress here. So in this corner here, so you have the 6 of Wands and the 3 of Wands. These cards are similar. The 3 of Wands is a small win. It says small wins build up to big wins over time. The 6 of Wands represents the big win. The 3 of Wands is about growth and expansion. It's about opportunities on the horizon. It's about taking something to the next level. It's a card of being an adventurer in your life or going on an adventure in your life. And so when you get this, it's a very nice sign that things are looking up, or things could be looking up, or the wins in your life are beginning to stack up. You have this here paired with the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is really somebody who is successful in business. They're successful in career. And they are successful because they have a really solid and healthy mental routine. They have really solid and healthy habits, and these sorts of attributes for the King of Pentacles make them successful. And so I think some of you are building like those you're creating those foundational building blocks for yourself here in this month. Let's go ahead and take a look at what is going on in the oracles here. So you have reflection, creativity, and protection. Reflection, creativity, and protection. I feel like saying, like, what do you actually want, which is coming in the reflection card in a relationship, and then protect yourself against energies that you don't want in your life by simply finding what you want. When you know what you want, it's very easy to filter out the things that aren't compatible with you. On the work front, I think some of you are moving into this area of growth and expansion and opportunity. You also have community, official person, and imprisonment. This official person card is my HR card, my human resources card in this deck. And I do feel like some of you are dealing with somebody, there's something with this devil card and the official person that feels a little bit challenging for you at this time. Something that you can't handle, but I definitely see this coming in here. Community with the 3 of Wands, you have a lot of opportunities in love or opportunities in life generally right now. Like there are social engagements or social opportunities available to you at this time. It's just a matter of you, I think, protecting your energy. Let's go ahead and take a look at the tarot clarifications here. And if you can hear something in the background, my apologies, but let's go ahead and see what we have here. So you have the 10 of Cups, you have the Page of Wands, and you also have the Ace of Pentacles. All right, so definitely love to see this. 10 of Cups is all about happiness. It is total happiness on the horizon. You know, the 10 of Cups suggests that there's a good period of time that could be coming in here for you. I love that it's paired with the 6 of Wands. Again, you are exceeding expectations in some ways. 10 of Cups also represents a culmination. The Page of Wands and the Ace of Cups, you know, you have a potential suitor here. You know, if you're single, there is somebody here. Again, I said fire sign. This definitely looks like a fire sign for you with the Page of Wands, but it's also a passionate situation. This might not be somebody who stays around forever. It doesn't mean that they can't, but it might not be. Yeah, and then you have this Ace of Pentacles. Again, it's like double aces is always a good sign, but it's like for you, there's this new beginning and this new opportunity, but you need to make sure that you are not moving into this from a place of boredom. Yeah, from a place of boredom. You have the Nine of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, and you also have the Knight of Pentacles. So wow. So the Page and the Knight of Pentacles, you definitely love to see that. We're getting a lot of pages here. I definitely feel like there are opportunities abound for Aquarius people at this time to get the double pages, the double aces. With the Page of Pentacles in particular, this can indicate some type of like, it says that in life generally your prospects are looking good. And that's definitely coming in here in this reading. And I feel like, especially because it's combined with another page. So the Page of Pentacles, this can refer to your money situation. It can refer to academia. It can refer to if you've been looking for a house or a rental, or you've been looking to get a new car or something like this, right? Start a business. These things can all come in with the Page of Pentacles. And the fact that you have the Knight of Pentacles, that can indicate results on the way. The thing is, in this column here, you're dealing with like some mental situations where like I don't think you see it right now. And I feel like saying just trust the process at this time, because you definitely have very good clarifications coming in here. The Nine of Pentacles in particular is about financial independence, and it's a really nice card. It also says that your health is your wealth, so take care of yourself. You have the Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and you also have the Sun. So this reading, this is why we clarify, right? This is why we clarify here. So the Sun is the best card to find in the tarot from my perspective. It's a major omen of positivity and success, victory, abundance, good times in one's life. The Sun can really kind of shine the light on everything in a reading, and you certainly have that here. So you love to see it there. The Four of Cups is coming back again. Be very careful that you are not acting from boredom in this month. That's like super important. Make sure you're not acting from boredom. Finally, the Eight of Pentacles is all about your talents and your ability to build something amazing in your life based around your talents, your skills, your hobbies, your interests. And so, yeah, on the bottom of the deck, you have the Magician. You're ready to manifest something big here. Magician is all about the master manifester, and it says that you can bring something big into your life. So this is an incredible reading. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next reading.